Okay, mate, we're gonna sort of have a look at the rest of the teams up and around that top end of
They
the
all played
the
at
window.
they played at the same
in
time.
That
Yeah.
10 o'clock window, which wasn't easy for us, so we didn't have great views of all the games. But I had a bit more look at Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Liverpool having to come from behind twice to get a point, and it was one of those, Rob, where in a normal titles race scenario, when you're at home and you conceded 2 goals and end up with a 2-2 draw, I would have thought you're probably a bit disappointed. It didn't feel like it was a necessarily disappointing day or performance for Liverpool. Yes, they dropped points, but the manner that they came back
was.
Remember, they were down to 10 men with Andy Robertson, who got sent off. They were still looking to push for a long period. Interesting that Slot went 3 at the back, Rob, when Robertson came off. So he dropped Gravenberch back.
Oh yeah, into the back four.
Into the back 3 with Gomez and Van Dijk. So there was 3. Then he went 4 players in midfield. I had a look at it last night. So Trent's on the right, Szoboszlai, Jones, and Gakpo on the left. So he had like 4. Yeah. Then he played Salah and Diaz as a 2. So he went 3-4-2. And it was interesting.
And it was a pretty good way
and it still got them possession. It still got them at times.
You still got 2 holding players.
Correct.
And you got 2 strikers.
You got 2 strikers, and it caused problems and got them back in the game. And I'm sure there's disappointment because at home they would have wanted to win to stretch a lead. But I've got to tell you, my takeaway watching the game again last night and seeing was, that's a pretty decent point, because Fulham, by the way, are a lot better than people will give credit for.
Now. And also, Diogo Jota, Rob, coming into the game, scores a second goal. Beautiful take and turn inside and finished to bring it back to 2-2. Darwin Núñez didn't start the game, though came on. I'm pretty sure he came on, didn't he?
Núñez come on,
Sorry, Darwin Núñez, So Jota coming back is a positive. Just on the red card.
Yeah, because there's a couple on there. There was a Pereira challenge, Rob, down the back of an Achilles that we've really seen. Some of those that wasn't given. Virgil van Dijk was asked about that. There's a Diop challenge on Robertson early where he whacked his knee, studs-wise. Maybe just doesn't time that right. And then there's the Robertson situation.
Yeah.
Now, I know you felt quite strongly that it was one of them, could VAR have looked at it and interpreted it in any different way?
Yeah, I mean, just... Yeah, it was Dogso, which is denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
But there were 2 things first. First of all, was he onside or not?
Yeah,
we see when the ball was played, he's onside.
Definitely
so
a foul, because he gets
Definitely
the ball first.
Robert,
it's just whether I just said, well, is he going to get... Because it's kind of a heavy touch on that.
Ball,
and it was a touch, then the foul, so the touch had already been played.
Yeah.
And the ball went right across, didn't it?
Yeah,
and Virgil van Dijk was kind of in and around that. So I just was a little surprised that it was given as a red card in Dogso. But VAR didn't turn it over, and they must, though, subjectively, maybe they all thought he would have received the ball.
Or something,
still,
as long as he gets there before Van Dijk.
I mean, I would love to speak to the PGMO about that. And we have these phone calls with them, and we get some inside information or just some information for our use in the broadcast. So maybe they'll mention that on the next kind of show or the phone call that we have with them. But other than that, they're not going to win every game.
No.
Robertson, again, a little, if there's, I'm not saying, is weakness too hard a word, Rob, for Liverpool? A weakness at left back? There's a couple of challenges now and a couple of mistakes, and he's been a brilliant player. I just wonder if he's just lost that little step and he's just making a few errors. I don't know, maybe I'm out of order, maybe it's just a little bad period for him, but again, it's probably cost his...
Well, maybe cost him a couple of points.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us about your Fulham and your underappreciated?
Oh, my underappreciated performer of the weekend. Thanks for reminding me. Anthony Robinson, US international, one of the quickest players in the Premier League, and is underestimated how good he is, I think.
Yeah.
I think most people know he's very, very quick.
Yeah.
2 assists in this game. He assisted both goals for Fulham when they got forward. The ability to run on the outside, to cross the ball, to recover, made challenges. He was the outstanding player in the game. Again, we had games going on at the same time. It's in that window, and they're all playing at the same time. But Anthony Robinson, I think he's a lot better, Rob, than the league knows, right? Or the average Premier League fan knows. I mean, I'm sure our listeners and viewers from the US know all about Anthony Robinson, obviously. But I think, he's potentially one that
could go the next
one of the
level.
bigger boys could say, you know what, we love a quick player, and he gets forward. He's got great energy with that speed, and he's finding the ball in
Tell you
good as
what,
well.
I saw 2 or 3 times when Mo tries to run him and Mo tried to muscle him. It was like, oh no, that's
he's
not
really
happening.
quick. He's really, really fast. Yeah.
He's one of them in a strange way. You talk about Andy Robertson, who's been a brilliant servant. Like
Yeah.
you see him there on that left-hand side.
Yeah. So I just want to give him a mention.
Yeah, it's a good
he's-
shout. It's a
you know,
good shout.
he's-
He doesn't get enough credit actually. And
Yeah.
sometimes as a US international, people don't.
And I think hopefully when we do this podcast, Rob, and the next time people just watch him.
Yeah.
Because when a game of football's going on, like it's very easy to watch a ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got
not
the ball.
see
and
individuals.
Just watch him. And when he gets the ball, you focus on it. He
Yeah.
doesn't give it away very often, and he's always working.
Looking
he's
to
always going
overlap,
up
he
or
runs
down.
forward, yeah.
He
Yeah.
does a pretty good job. Like him a lot.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.